Well, it looks like Kyrie Irving could be on the move. We will see how this bad boy plays out. But according to Shams over at The Athletic, the Brooklyn Nets and the Kyrie Irving team have reached an impasse in which Kyrie could look to potentially either opt in and force a trade, or Kyrie could opt out of the last year of his deal around $36.5 million, become an unrestricted free agent here in a couple weeks. One of the three teams that got mentioned as a potential landing spot for Kyrie Irving was my Los Angeles Lakers. As I sit here with a Lakers hoodie on, I got a beautiful, by the way, tribute to the late, great Kobe Bryant in the background. I know it's blurred out because I got really good cameras, but trust me, that's like a little Laker area, a Kobe Bryant area. Specifically, I've been a Los Angeles Lakers diehard fan since I was 5 years old. And I want to say this. There has been only but few times in I'm about to hit 23 years as a Laker fan. There's only been a few times in which I've turned down an all-star in this league and said, no, I do not want him to be a part of my Lakers team. It's literally happened 2 years in a row now. I did not want Russell Westbrook, and I do not want Kyrie Irving. And if LeBron James wants to rekindle that flame with Kyrie Irving, I would think he's ridiculous. It's already bad that Anthony Davis doesn't show up to work 3 games in a row. At least he's injured. Kyrie Irving might not show up to work because they might storm the Capitol tomorrow. Or Kyrie Irving might not show up to work because a new vaccine mandate is in the atmosphere. If my Lakers go get Kyrie Irving, I think it will be an epic fail of extreme proportions. This has nothing to do with the player Kyrie Irving on the court. That's probably LeBron's best teammate as a fit on the court, Kyrie Irving or Anthony Davis, one of the two. It's not about on the court, but you got to get to the court. Everybody playing this fantasy NBA 2K basketball about how great Kyrie Irving, LeBron, and Anthony Davis would be if that would be the tandem in LA, which I'm not even sure if that would be the tandem. You might have to trade Anthony Davis to bring in Kyrie Irving. I'll get to that in a second. But everybody talking about this Kai AD LeBron fit as if it would be a match made in heaven, when there's a reality to this. This is not 2K, all right? You got to get Kyrie Irving and AD to the court. And both of those gentlemen have this in common. For whatever reason, more times than not, when their team needs them the most, they're not on the court. Both injury-prone guys, both seemingly have teetered with being young and satisfied with one championship alongside LeBron. And you're going to put those two people together, y'all going to stress LeBron into gray hairs next year. LeBron's going to have gray hairs by February if Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis are in that purple and gold alongside LeBron. Now, if you can get it to the court, great. But you got to get it to the court. And I've seen no inkling that Kyrie Irving is going to get to the court consistently for any team. That's probably why he's at an impasse with the Brooklyn Nets, for all that they have sacrificed for Kyrie Irving in the last couple years. Yeah, I don't know what it would take for the Nets and Lakers to pull off this deal. The Lakers, I know this for a fact, would need Kyrie Irving to opt in, and it would be a trade. I don't believe Kevin Durant would have any interest in a Russell Westbrook for Kyrie Irving swap. Brooklyn would actually have to include another player to make that bad boy work, because Russell Westbrook's making over $45 million in the last year of his deal this season. So you would need Kyrie to opt in and KD to probably sign off on a Kai for Russ swap. And then you add a player from Brooklyn side to send to LA. If it's Anthony Davis for Kyrie Irving straight up and down, that doesn't make sense, because then what are you doing with Russ? Bringing him off the bench? You're not thinking about starting Russ, Kai in the backcourt, are you? That's ridiculous. You're not thinking about putting Russ and Kai in the same locker room, are you? Because that's ridiculous. Because the thing is Russ is going to be there every night, and Kyrie's not. And you're going to split the fan base with, what do we want more? The talent that's Kyrie's better than Russell Westbrook. Be clear about that. But Russ is more reliable than Kai. At least he's getting to the court more times than not. I don't think you can do that. That's 3 ball handlers on one team, a team that needs a lot of other stuff. They need rim protection, defenders, youth, consistency, reliability. That's what the Lakers need right now more than Kyrie Irving. if LeBron allows Kyrie Irving to walk back in his life after Kyrie Irving already scored him once, and not only did Kyrie Irving want to get away from LeBron James, he just mentally shut down on a LeBron James-led team, the idea of it. He said that. He just didn't want anything to do with Cleveland being so far invested in LeBron. Now, I'll give you this. The Lakers seemingly are a lot less LeBron-centered than the Cavs were, but the same premise remains. And now Kai would be coming to LeBron's team versus LeBron, when he came back to Cleveland, theoretically was coming to Kyrie's team, and then LeBron just took that bad boy over. Kyrie has already told you that he doesn't look at LeBron James as the guy when he looked down the court that can knock that thing down too, like he does Kevin Durant. He already said that. He left LeBron already. He demanded a trade and didn't even give LeBron an opportunity to try to smooth things over. If LeBron, as seemingly forgiving as he is, which I think is a great trait to have, thoughtful as he is, ready to repair relationships the way he is, or at least deal with them for the sake of winning, if he thinks that a second stint with Kyrie Irving will be any different from the first stint, he would be foolish. It's going to end the same way, and probably without success at the beginning of it this time around. Kyrie, like Anthony Davis, is injury prone. Kyrie, like Anthony Davis, to me at least, is starting to deteriorate mentally, and I don't think it's a good fit off the court. Again, the off the court has to matter before you get on the court. I can't believe even Kyrie's team putting it out there that the Lakers are suitors, to me tells me that maybe, just maybe, behind the scenes, Kai and LeBron have talked about the potential of this, and I just can't believe LeBron would be willing to do this again. I think I speak for a lot of Laker Nation when I say Kyrie is a no-no for me.